This is a fairly well-known slide, at least in the United States, that was initially introduced in the quality movement, but it's really about the fact that if you think of an organization as an iceberg, that the top leaders don't know all that much about what's happening in the organization. And the middle managers know some other things about what's happening. The people on the front lines are the people that really know what's going on. And unless we find ways to engage those people, and by engage, I don't mean send them a survey and ask them for their opinion. Unless we find a way to engage them, we're not ever going to find out what's going on below the surface enough to know what we should do next. So as we explored ideas for how to do that, we came up with this notion that it would be really good to have some quite tactical ways to change the way we have conversations in organizations. So you may be very familiar with the form that we're having now, which is very typical of somebody's talking and maybe showing slides and other people are sitting around thinking about what's on their to-do list or what they're going to have for dinner or some other thing, usually not at all about what the person who's rattling on at the front wants them to be thinking about. So that's one kind of conversation that we have in organizations. Another kind is the kind we have out by the coffee, which is sometimes quite productive, but it's not necessarily integrated with any kind of focused, directional way that we want people to be talking and working together. So, and it's pretty ad hoc, and it's kind of you don't know whether it's going to go anywhere or not. So that's the kind of loose, casual talk that goes on. So this is really about something in between. It's structured, but it's not structured by identifying one person as the person that knows everything and everybody else as the people who are supposed to be listening. So is anybody else here, as I am, a fan of jazz music? Do you like any other jazz aficionados? Well, jazz is an example of what we talk about as a liberating structure. So it has a structure. There's some simple rules about jazz music that enable us to play together. We can jam together even if we've never met and actually create some pretty cool music because it has those simple rules. But the rules are such that every time we play, it's a little different. Two different horn players sound different, even if they're playing the same song, but they can play the same song because of the simple rules. So the idea of liberating structures methodologies is there are sets of simple rules that let us play together in productive ways without predetermining what the outcome is going to be. So we're establishing some structure around how we're going to interact, but what emerges from that interaction is not something that we've predetermined, and it's not something that we can control. So that's the idea. But like many things, it's a lot easier to learn about it by doing it. As I sometimes say, a PowerPoint presentation about swimming doesn't really help you understand much about what swimming is. And liberating structures are similar to that. So to do it, I'd like to invite you to put all your stuff on the table and stand up and push your chairs in so we have some space around. And I'm going to do this so I can see. Also because it's fun to kind of have this sense of I'm the king of the world kind of thing. No. So, but I'm going to give you now some simple rules for a little liberating structure we're going to try. And here's what they are. In a minute, I'm going to give you a topic to talk about. And when I ring the bells, you'll start hearing these a lot, so they sound like that. What I want you to do is find somebody else, a partner, and have a conversation about the topic. And after a little while, I'm going to ring the bell again. And when I ring it a second time, I want you to find a different person and have another round of that same conversation. And I'm going to do that a third time, so that'll be 3 rounds like that. And then after that, you're going to hear the bells ringing kind of continuously. And at that point, I'd like you to stop and be quiet and hear about what we're going to do next. So there's only one other piece to the simple rules. If you're looking for a partner, stick your hand up in the air and look around for somebody else who has their hand up in the air. Okay, makes sense? So I'd like you to first just reflect on this question. You might, when you meet your partner, also introduce yourself. So you'd say, like, I'm Lisa Kimball from Washington, D.C., and I'm an organization development consultant. And then you can talk about the topic. So the topic is, what's a challenge in your work? And that could be as a consultant or as an internal person. It could be within the work you get paid for, or if you like, it could be in work that you're doing as part of your service in a community organization or something like that. What's a challenge that you're facing that if you could figure out how to get unstuck, or if you could figure out how to make progress, would really make a difference, would really feel great? So what's one challenge that you'd really like to make progress, get around an obstacle, get unstuck, really feel good about changing? So spend just a moment silently picking out one of those, because most of us probably have one or more. Okay. Get ready, because in a minute I'm going to ring the bell. Find a partner.